Boring business owners that provide their products and services to the government are quietly becoming millionaires, and some of them even multi-millionaires. And it made me realize that government contracting as a boring business owner is incredibly lucrative. Boring businesses essentially provide products and services that are foundational to how society operates. So those are the boring business owners who own care homes where your mom and your dad need care. Those are the boring business owners who own waste management companies. Your bins need to be picked up. And who do you think is responsible for paying for those boring services? The government. And the government specifically contract out that work to everyday business owners like you and I who own those boring businesses. There is no greater organization in the world other than the government that has billions at their hands that they can spend every single year on essential services that you and I need. How do I know this? Because I'm also a government contractor. You can either be a government contractor within your business at a local level, so you work with government organizations locally. Those could be the local authorities, councils, or you work with the government organizations at a national level. So think about being an NHS contractor where you provide your services to the NHS all across the UK. And the government specifically have what we call procurement portals like this and like this. And this is where they publish all of the contracts literally on a daily basis. These contracts are typically in the hundreds of thousands and the millions and the billions, like literally the billions. And those contracts are available for you and I to bid. So one of the things that I've learned from my friends is that you need to get good at understanding how to get these government contracts, how to bid for the government contracts. Bidding is basically you're saying that I'm going to put in a proposal for me to be the supplier because I meet criteria that that government body is looking for their supplier. What I love about government contracting as a boring business owner is these contracts typically tend to be 3 to 5 to 10 years long. So for 3 to 5 to 10 years, you know that within that government organization, they're going to buy your products and services, and you have continuity within your business knowing that you're getting this amount of money every single month. Once you're in with government contracting, you start building relationships with the different people you provide services for, that they will actually at some point start calling you to provide additional services. Government contracting is actually also the key, not only for us to build generational wealth within our family as boring business owners, but actually within our community. Because what some smart people are doing and what some of my friends are doing is sometimes you'll see a government contract where that government body is looking for not just one service, but multiple services. For example, they're looking for a cleaning provider and a logistics provider. If you're just a cleaning company, but you know someone who's a logistics provider, you can bid together as a consortium to get that contract. And if you and your friend who owns that business wins, now you can actually build wealth within your community. That the boring businesses that typically make the most money are often the ones where the government has the highest budget set aside for it every single year. It's typically health and social care, transportation, education, security and construction. And those type of business owners don't need to rely on you and I to be able to afford their services because the government is paying them to deliver that essential service. And boring businesses that work with the government are super lucrative because they're also recession proof. When you look at the boring business owners who are contracted by the government to create care homes, assisted living homes, do you think it matters if we have another pandemic? The government's not going to stop funding that service. People still need care. There is no product or service in this world that the government doesn't buy. So if you're a boring business owner, this is your sign to go onto the government procurement sites, type in whatever product or service that you offer, and you will be shocked when you see how many contracts are available now, have been awarded to other boring business owners like you who understand that working with the government is one of their greatest chances to build a business that they can pass on for generations and potentially become a millionaire. Some of you guys watching this are going to be like, well, I can never get a contract with the government. I've just started my business. I don't even have any contracts. And this is where I'm going to say to you, did you know that many government organizations around the world actually have schemes in place in the UK, US, Canada, where the government literally has to spend some of their budget that's set aside for products and services with small to medium enterprises. That means small business owners that have little to no revenue, small business owners that are women owned, small businesses that are owned by former military personnel, small businesses that are run by those who have disabilities. The opportunity that we have today to build wealth as boring business owners, not only within our family, but as a community in government contracting is insane. I remember I applied for a government contract by myself and we literally got it. We've got several government contracts already, and understand that I'm not a professional contract writer. This is not rocket science. They have questions that they're going to ask you about how you're going to deliver the service. And even if you don't have any references or any work from previously, there are oftentimes in each of these contracts, they have a segment where it says, share how you will be able to deliver the service or the product that we want if you don't have any previous experience. Generational wealth is built through wisdom, and wisdom is knowing that you can build it as a government contractor.